Ao meu lado, o diretor-geral do Ministério do Turismo de Israel, Noas Barnir. Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you. Shalom and good evening from Israel.
Ele está no Brasil para estreitar as relações comerciais e turísticas entre os dois países e vai conversar um pouco com a gente sobre Israel, sobre o Brasil, sobre as lindíssimas, as maravilhas que Israel tem para mostrar para o mundo. Welcome to Brazil, sir. Nice to meet you.
Shalom, good evening. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you very much. Brazil and Israel have a close relationship and friendly relationship. What is the most significant point of this relationship?
I think tourism is one of the significant points that connected between the Brazilian and the Israeli. We see an increase in the number of tourists that come from Brazil to Israel. Wow. And we hope that it will be a big increase in the future. The Israeli government invests a lot for increasing the number of tourists from Brazil to Israel and from Israel to Brazil.
Could you point out the highlights for the Brazilian tourists besides the religious tourism?
We have the religious tourism is the religious tourism in Jerusalem is our crown jewel. Mm-hmm. It's not only for the religious people. Jerusalem, the ancient city, is very popular to people, not only for religious people. And Tel Aviv, of course. Tel Aviv is very popular for all the population, gay population, regular population. We have in Israel also the Dead Sea, yes. Mar Morto, the Dead Sea. It's the lowest sea in the world. It's a salty lake. You can float there. Yes. You can float there, and you can do a beauty treatment there. All right. It's it's the lowest place in the world, and it's minus 430 meters around under the sea level, and you can stay there in the sun without get burnt. It's very popular. And of course, we have another thing. We have the Baha'i Garden in Haifa. You know, Israel is a center not only for Christian. Israel is a center for 5 religions: for the Christianity, for Judaism, for Muslim, for Baha, and for Druze. Druze, it's a unique religion in the area around in the Middle East, Syria, Lebanon, and Israel is also the center for this religion.
Is there any plan to get a non-stop flight between Brazil and Israel, and how far are the conversations about it?
That's why we are here. That's why we came this time to Brazil. The most important point that we want to do is to enter Brazilian company that will fly to Israel.
Oh, really?
We have a lot of negotiation this time with 2 airlines, Brazilian airlines, that the point that we want them to fly to Israel.
A non-stop flight would be
a non-stop
better.
Flight, of course, non-stop. I only talk about non-stop flight because now there is a lot flight with a stop
connection
in Europe,
flight.
connection flight, yes.
It's about 14 hours?
Yes,
to
it's
about
14
from
hours.
São Paulo to Israel?
Yes, it's about 14 hours, and it's okay.
It's not so far.
No, it's not so far. Everything this time became closer and closer.
The world is getting smaller.
Yeah, the world is getting smaller, yes. We brought with us a tool of marketing kit to encourage the companies to come to Israel and to market Israel and to bring to Israel a direct flight from São Paulo to Tel Aviv.
Is there a market plan to support the airlines to accept this challenge?
Yes, we have all our tools, all our marketing tools. All our marketing tool is to support the market plan and the business plan that it will be profitable to come and to fly to Israel.
Talking about support, is there any support for tourists and immigrants, those to come to Israel.
What do you mean support of?
Some kind of welcome plan to pointing out the main highlights, to pointing out the main hotels and where to eat, where to go.
You know that we have
some kind of a bureau, not a consulate.
You know that we have a branch in São Paulo, and now I brought with me the new Israeli manager of this branch, Suzanne. Mm-hmm. And this branch, with Suzanne and the local people, is supporting all the travel agencies and all the tourists that come to Israel and give them information, mm-hmm. and help them with help the travel agent to support the tourist by information, by all what we needed the tourists to Israel, to tour in Israel, to tour and to go to Israel, all the information.
Okay.
We have an internet site in Portuguese, especially for the Brazilian population, for the Brazilian tourists, and we have a lot of information, mm-hmm. in Portuguese that the Israel Ministry of Tourism office in São Paulo supply to the travel agent and to the tourist.
Okay, so you can go by yourself, not in a group, and find all those informations in Portuguese. That's a very important point for us.
I think you will have most of the information in Portuguese, but not all the information. Part of the information you will need in English. We have all the information in English, but in Portuguese we have enough information, mm-hmm. for tourists.
Israel is one of the most safe countries of the world.
Yes, exactly. Israel is one of the safest country in the world, and you know, I told my friend here in Brazil that even my daughters can go to school alone, by themselves, by bus. They can go to stay in Jerusalem and enjoy there with their friend alone, and women can walk in the streets in Jerusalem, in Tel Aviv, everywhere, even after midnight, and Israel is very safe.
Oh, really?
Really, yeah.
It's a nice place to enjoy the nightlife and walk down the streets.
The nightlife is very popular in Tel Aviv. You know, Tel Aviv is a city without a break.
Oh, really?
It's a non-stop city. Mm-hmm. A lot of people from Brazil, from Europe, come to enjoy in Tel Aviv, the nightlife in Tel Aviv.
And the young population has been increased.
Israel is very similar to Brazil. We have a lot of young population, and it's help to the atmosphere in Israel, of course. You can see here in Israel, in Brazil, a lot of Israeli youngsters traveling in Brazil, and they bring the atmosphere of Brazil to Israel.
And what about the commercial affairs? What do you suggest to Brazilians to invest in Israel?
You know, Israel, 2 years ago, Israel became part of the OECD, mm-hmm. Club. And Israel, it's a very popular, one of the branches, economic branches, important economic branches, is the high-tech in Israel.
Yes.
But high-tech is one of the best priority to invest in Israel. But also it's good to invest in tourism now, because the number of tourists to Israel increased sharply, and we need more hotel in Israel for the tourists.
The Israel coast is a nice place to be and see, because it's always warm, full of beautiful people. We are seeing images now.
Yeah, you know, Israel has 4 seas. We have the Mediterranean seas, and we have the Mediterranean Sea. We have the Dead Sea. We talked mm-hmm. about it before, and we have the Sea of Galilee, and of course we have in the southern of Israel we have the Red Sea, We have the Red Sea near Eilat, in Eilat. So in Eilat you can swim all the year. In the Red Sea you can swim almost all the year. And in the coast of the Mediterranean Sea, you can swim between March to November. A lot of people swim in the sea, and it's very famous and very popular in Israel. Like here in Brazil, the Israelis like to swim and to be in the beaches.
So, Amaury Jr. show has been well known for traveling around the world for several decades, showing to Brazilians the wonders of many countries. And we would like so much, we'll be very pleased to go to Israel and show to Brazilians all these highlights.
Thank you very much. We always welcome the Brazilian, and it's better to come fast to see this beauty as fast as you can.
Thank you, sir, very much for coming for the interview, and see you in Israel, I hope.
I will happy to welcome all the Brazilians to Israel, and of course your staff in this September in Israel. Thank you very much. I want to welcome you, Amaury, when you will come to Israel in September. You will be my personal guest when you will visit my lovely country. Thank you.